Hello and welcome to another episode of the Make More Placements podcast. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the echo of success in your recruitment or search business. So the echo of success in your recruitment or search business. Again, if you're watching this live in the Make More Placements Facebook community or listen to the replay, actually, just give us a like and a comment below. Let us know that you're tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Again, that will just help with. Again, let us help you enjoying the show. Let us help with the helps with your algorithms as well. Make sure more people get to see this episode. Again, if you want to be the first to see this episode, make sure you join that community over there, or you can listen to this on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify as well, all the sort of popular podcast apps. So look, let's dive right in. We want to do just a quick episode today talking about the echo of success in your recruitment or search business. So again, just very quickly. An echo is obviously, most people know what an echo is, right? It's when you when you speak or when you say something, and it's reflected back to you, right? So there's a delayed response. There's an action and there's a delayed response, right? So today we're going to be talking about a delayed response, delayed results in your recruitment or search business. Again, Terry, just very quickly before we dive in, can you explain what we mean by that?
Yeah, just that is that whatever we do today, we will see the results tomorrow. It really is as simple as that. Whatever you've got right now in your business is a result of your activity from previously, and that's what we're looking at. Sometimes I think recruiters, not just recruiters, I think we're all guilty of this. We want instant results, don't we? But life isn't like that. You take some action, you do something specifically, and you're going to get some results. But those results may take time. So you may do something today, get some business as quickly as possible. But before you get the business, it's going to result. It means that you've got to do something today. That activity may result in maybe a business meeting, and then from that business meeting, it could result in actually winning the business. So that's what we're looking at. It's the activity that you do today that will get you the results tomorrow. Does that cover it, Drew?
Yeah, it does. I think one of the biggest things that holds people in general, but specifically recruitment and search business owners back is that we've got so used to instantaneous results, right? Everything in life we get, we can watch whatever episode of whatever show we want. We can communicate instantly. A lot of the things that we're used to with technology today, we get instant results. But with success, especially with success in business, one of the things that we need to train our brains for, especially again, the reason why we want to do this time of year, we're recording this in December, so I don't know when you're listening to it, but recording in December, we see a lot of people winding down, slowing down till Christmas. But these same people want, obviously, normally to get good results next year, right? So, but in business, we need to get used to, or train our brains to get used to delayed gratification, right? With success and also failure as well, it leaves clues, right? The results that you're going to get now, or the results you're going to get in January are based on the actions you do now. The results you get now are based on the actions you took, 30, 60, 90 days from now. And that goes for, every area of your life, right? So look at the money that you have in your life right now or don't have, right? It's not based on what you're doing right now. It's based on what you did 60, 90, 30 days ago, right? Or even longer. It's your health and fitness goals, right? If you want to get fit and healthy next year, the activity needs to start now, right? If you look at your fitness as it is at the moment, that's based on the activity you did 30, 60, 90 days ago. Business performance, your client attraction, your lead generation, your relationships, right? So this could be obviously business relationships, also your personal relationships you have in your life as well, are based on, how good they are or how bad they are. It's based on activities you did 30, 60, 90 days from now. There's a delayed consequence to every single thing that we do, right? In life, in business, in finances, whatever. The delayed consequence for everything we do. Terry, anything you'd add to that?
Yeah, there's a famous experiment. It's called the Stanford, STANFORD, Marshmallow Test Experiment. It was carried out, I believe, in the early 70s. And this marshmallow experiment, I'm just going to give you the brief overview, where a group of psychologists got a group of children, I think they were under 7 at the time, and they placed them in the room. And in front of them, these children, young children just under the age of 7, there was a marshmallow. What they told the children was, we're going to leave you in the room with this marshmallow. There's one marshmallow here. If you eat this marshmallow, you can't have any more. But if you can wait, I think it was for 15 minutes, and not eat this marshmallow, then you can have a whole packet of marshmallows a bit later on. This is the abridged version that I'm sharing with you now. And it's really interesting. You go online, you can actually watch the children. You can imagine a 6-year-old in front of a marshmallow, trying not to resist. What was really interesting here, the most interesting thing is that those children who were able to wait, who were able to delay their gratification, they studied these children over a period of time, and they found that the children that were able to delay their gratification, their immediate gratification, did better in life as adults. And those children that were unable and gave in to the one marshmallow there and then, knowing that the price was going to be that they weren't going to have any marshmallows afterwards, did worse in life. So they were more likely to have drug problems, drink problems, were more likely to turn to crime if you're unable to delay your the instant gratification that we all like.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, I think it's understandable that we want to do something now and get the results now. I know when clients join us, they go, Terry, tell me what I've got to do now to get to results. And I think if only life was like that, if only you could say, right, I'm going to do this today and tomorrow I'm going to get the results. I'm going to do this today and tomorrow I'm going to win 2 retained assignments, with a value of 100,000. Life isn't like that. And the moment you can realise that and realise that there is going to be a delay, so whatever you do today, there is going to be a delay for you to get the results. But I think what's good about that is if you're going to get your head around that concept, it's what I do today that's going to give me the results, say, in Q1 of next year or Q2 of next year. On a personal level, it's the sort of kick up the butt it gives me to get things done today. As tempted it is to scroll through social media or read something or whatever, I always think, do it today because I'm going to get the results of this later. And this is even more important than if you can acknowledge, I think all recruitment and search business owners know the stuff that they need to do. All recruitment and search business owners know that the more business meetings you have with potential clients, the more business you're going to get. But the stuff that you need to do to get those meetings, and the moment you can get your head around that and go, right, I acknowledge there's a gap between what I do today and the results I'm going to get tomorrow, but let me do what I can do today. And ultimately, it's what you've got control over as well. Work on what you've got control over. Does that make sense, Drew?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Think, with our clients, with the recruitment and search business owners we help, we refer to it as sort of we call it lag indicators and lead indicators. The lag being, sort of the end result, right? So normally when we say lag indicator, we mean things like your revenue or within a client. It's the lag, it's the end result of a particular activity, right? And that activity will fall under the category of a lead indicator, right? So your lead indicators give you your lag indicators, right? And I think sometimes in business or in life, right, we can be very clear on what we want what we want to be, the end result to be. We're very clear on the revenue number or the lag indicator, right? But what your success is really going to be dependent on your your lead indicators, right? The activity that gets you the results, right? So I think, one of the things, again, it's going to be just a short episode day, but one of the things that you can do, starting today, over the new year, whatever, is start looking at your business, start looking at your daily activity, start looking at the activity that actually, what we call money generating activity, that activity that actually gets you the results you want, and pour more into those. So that could be the number of calls you make, could be, number of emails you send, could be the activity done on LinkedIn, could be the amount of content you put out there, whatever it is for your business. Get clear on what the lead indicators are and pour more into them. The more you can pour into the lead indicators, the more of the lag indicator you'll get, right? And I think, in terms of control, what you have influence on, often you can't actually control your business revenue really, right? You have very little say into what revenue you generate. That's the that's going to be the lag indicator. But what you do have control over is the actions that you do day in, day out, or lack thereof, right? And I think, again, it's one of this episode to be as a reminder. The recruitment or search businesses that will get good results Q1 of next year are the ones who are putting in the activity now. So if you're one of those people who are looking at the calendar and thinking, what's coming up to Christmas, I'm going to take my foot off the pedal, I'm going to do less work, I'm going to take a bit of a holiday. And again, that's, if you want to do that, that's fine, but just be aware of the consequence, right? Every action you take has a delayed consequence. And if you want that consequence to be better results come Q1 than they were maybe last year, or this year, then you need to do things differently. The actions need to be different. The lead indicators need to be different. Terry, does that make sense? Anything you want to add to that before we wrap up?
Great. Yeah, just a couple of things to add to that. With the lead indicators, and Drew gave the example of number of calls, you also have to factor in that, let's use the example of number of calls, that with a lot of lead indicators, such as a number of calls, first of all, it's not instant, and most of the time it's not going to work. So if you spend, speaking to a guy the other day, he says, I spend 15 minutes a day calling out to potential clients. In my humble opinion, that's not enough, 15 minutes a day, because most of the people you call, you don't get through to anyway. So you've got to acknowledge that, example, doing the calls, most of your calls are going to be ignored. Drew talked about doing emails. Most of the emails that you send out won't even get opened. And when they do get opened, they're going to get ignored. Most of the activity that you do on LinkedIn is going to get ignored. And you have to acknowledge that. But that's part of the lead indicators. That it's not instant. I send out an email and somebody's going to respond straight away. We all say this all the time. Most of your marketing is ignored most of the time. So bear that in mind. And I think the other point that Drew made, so many recruiters right now, as we're in December, saying, oh, I'm not doing any marketing now. I'm going to wait until the new year. Think about that. Most recruiters are doing that. What impact would it have on your business if you thought, oh, actually, I know I've got to do this activity, the lead indicators. What if I was to step up my marketing? By the way, it would be to your advantage to step up your marketing in December because most of your competitors are not doing it. So it's now easier to stand out from the crowd as well. And whatever it is you've got to do, you've got to do it. So you know you've got to do the calls, you know you've got to do the emails, the LinkedIn activity, and any other marketing activity get business. Do it and do it now. You won't get the results immediately, but you will get the results in the longer term. Drew talked about the echo, and that's exactly what happens. So the activity you do today, you're going to get the results in Q1 of next year. So don't stop just because it's December and you think most people are winding down or you're winding down. This is the time to put the foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Awesome. Again, just as a reminder, this episode is sponsored by Placement Box. That's placementbox.io. It's all-in-one solution for your business development and marketing needs in your recruitment search business. And you can go and check that out by going to www.placementbox.io. We will be back next week with another episode. Until then, take care, take action, and be relentless.